Hello, Countryside. This is Mr. Bernstein, Assistant Principal for Curriculum here at Countryside High School, and we are going to discuss the course registration process for the 2021-2022 school year. What you see in front of you is just an example of a current 11th grade student's course request sheet. Now, these sheets are slightly different from grade level to grade level, but for the most part, they are identical. So this is just an example for a current 11th grader, what classes they can take for next school year. So please make sure you have your name on your course registration sheet, and you can circle whether you've met the online graduation requirement. I'll talk about that more in a minute. And then if you've also met the accelerated expectation here at Countryside High School. So as it says right here, it is a Countryside High School expectation that students will graduate with college credit and or an industry certification. You can earn free college credit by taking and passing a dual enrollment class. You can also earn a college credit by taking an advanced placement class and passing the AP exam with a 3 or higher. So we want all of our students not only to leave Countryside High School graduating high school, but also earning some type of college credit or an industry certification. So some of your classes offer these industry certs, and if you pass the industry certification exam, then that would meet the accelerated expectation here at Countryside High School. Over the next week, your teachers will be meeting with you individually to discuss which class you should take next year as far as your core classes go. So your English teacher, your math teacher, your science and social studies teacher will all discuss with you which next sequence course will be the most appropriate for you. So here's where you would write your English course, your math course, your science course, and your social studies course. Line 5 right here, if you are an iSTEM student, you are required to take at least one iSTEM class. Yes, you can take more, but you are required to take at least one iSTEM class. So if you're an iSTEM student, you would put your iSTEM class selection right here. If you're not an iSTEM student, that's fine. You just would put 3 electives in rows 5, 6, and 7. And please make sure that you do put alternate choices in there just in case we can't accommodate all of your classes in your schedule. As we go further down here, you'll see what the graduation requirements are here in the state of Florida. So you need 4 Englishes, 4 maths, 3 sciences, 3 social studies. You don't technically need a world language credit, but you do if you want to go to college and for bright future purposes as well. You do need 1 fine or practical art, and I'll discuss that more in a minute. You do need 1 credit of hope, and then the other credits can be whatever they want. The Pinellas pathway is this kind of just helps your school counselor determine which pathway and how to advise you appropriately. So if you're going to a 4-year university, you want to choose Advanced Scholar. College pathway is kind of more of a, okay, if you're going to SPC or that type of level of school. And this right here, technical college pathway, if you plan to go to a trade school such as Pinellas Technical College, that would be the option for you to circle. You do need to pass 2 state assessment requirements. One of those is the ELA test that you take in 10th grade. You can also meet that measure via the SAT or ACT. And you also must pass the Algebra 1 EOC. Once again, you can also meet that measure through the PSAT, SAT, or ACT. Please note, students, that your EOC courses, so if you're in Algebra 1, Biology, Geometry, or US History, that class, that EOC, counts for 30% of your overall grade for that class. So when that EOC comes in May, please make sure you study for it and do extremely well on it because it does account for 30% of your school grade for that class. You do need a 2.0 unweighted GPA for graduation. That is a minimum. I mentioned before you do need 1 online credit to graduate high school. We actually offer that online credit blended within your US government class and your economics class. So if you take US government or economics at Countryside High School, that you'll automatically meet that online graduation requirement. We also offer Hope online too. Some of our Hope classes are traditional face-to-face, and some of our Hope classes are face-to-face in the capacity, but they offer computers, and we actually meet that online graduation requirement through that measure. So Hope you can take in the traditional sense or you could take in the online sense at Countryside. Students, please make sure that you fill out this information out and you talk to your parents about this. And once you're done, please sign this and have your parents sign this as well. Once again, ISTEM students, you're required to take at least one ISTEM class a year. You can take more if your schedule allows you to do so. So on the back of this page here, I'll discuss some classes and what some of these codings mean. So if you go down to the bottom of your paper, you see that anywhere there are these two lines that meets the online graduation requirement. So I mentioned, for example, U.S. government and economics and HOPE. You'll see these indicators, meaning that if you take that class here at Countryside, or if you take HOPE here at Countryside right here, then that does meet the online graduation requirement. If it has a star next to the course name, then that means it actually meets the fine art or practical art credit. So as you see, obviously the music classes, but some computer classes like DIT actually offer that requirement and meets that graduation requirement, as you see here as well. And then other codings to look about are mainly for dual enrollment courses. There are requirements I'll talk about momentarily as well. So that's what these indicators are. And any class that has an S lowercase in parentheses means it's a semester course or a half a year course. So some exciting new classes we are offering this year. We're actually offering, two next year. Two exciting new offerings in the social studies department is AP Macro. We currently offer AP Micro, as you see that is a semester course, but we will be adding AP Macro next school year. So if you are thinking about taking AP Micro, I would definitely pair that up with AP Macro as well. Social studies, we offer various advanced placement options such as AP Euro, AP Human Geography, AP Psychology, and we are adding a new course next year called Anthropology Honors, and as you see, that is a semester course. For language arts, 2 AP classes that we offer in language arts, English 2 pre-AP, so if you're in English 1 honors right now, I would definitely recommend you taking English 2 honors pre-AP. It's slightly different from English 2 honors. It actually gives you some more AP styles of writing in that course and prepares you slightly better to do well in a future advanced placement English course or a future advanced placement course altogether. We do offer newspaper and yearbook at Countryside High School, so those are some fun courses that students enjoy taking. We will be offering AP French next year. That's a first for Countryside High School. So next year we're adding AP French to AP Spanish, and then as you see, we just offer French and Spanish in our World Languages department. Visual arts, we have our AP classes as well as 2D, 3D, and digital art. Comtech is our fun classes that we have that deal with teacher design, screen prints in Mr. Whitaker's classroom, and then TV production with Mr. Shelgren. Avid is a fantastic course to take to help students get organized, help students navigate the college application process, FAFSA, financial aid, college admission requirements, those types of things. So definitely a fun class to take and a very needed class for many of our students to take. So I would encourage all of our students to take Avid. As you see here are various drama and music classes here. Some of you don't know, but we actually offer orchestra. We started that this school year. So we offer plenty of art classes for students to take. We also offer AP Art History. I think we started that this past school year as well as AP Music Theory. For business ed, we offer AP Computer Science Principles, DIT, Digital Information Technology, which will help you earn the industry certification. And then this is a fantastic class I want to highlight, Personal Financial Literacy. It is a semester class, and sometimes students have a semester class in their schedule. This class is extremely beneficial. It is a lot of the stuff that really isn't taught anymore in school. Maybe a segment of economics teaches you about managing your money and how to read contracts and loans and mortgages and all those things that you'll deal with later in life. So I would definitely recommend taking this. This is a honors level credit, as well as anthropology honors is a honors level credit. So that's going to give you that extra point towards your weighted GPA. AP Seminar, AP Research, for our most astute students, definitely consider taking those classes. I can guarantee you, students that take AP Seminar and AP Research, their skills are phenomenal and they are very, very ready for college because of those courses. We do offer various dual enrollment classes on campus. AMH deals with U.S. history, so U.S. history of the United States. This is Comp 1, Comp 2. And then we have intermediate algebra and college algebra, and also we have the college experience. So these are ways that you can earn dual enrollment credit on campus through our school. You don't have to leave school. It's a part of your school day schedule. College experience, seniors, I should say juniors, rising seniors. So if you're a junior listening to this presentation, put this on your course request sheet. SLS 1101, the college experience. If you're taking economics, which most likely you will be taking economics as a senior, you have space in your schedule, pair that up with college experience. It's going to give you free college credit. I cannot express enough this class right here, SLS 1101, the college experience, free college credit. All these classes will give you free college credit. For these classes up here, you need a 3.0 GPA. For this class right here, you only need a 2.5 GPA, and there's no qualifying PERT or SAT or ACT scores needed. So once again, if you're a junior listening to this, mark down on your sheet economics, and definitely you want to consider pairing that up with SLS 1101, the college experience. Students, once again, free college at your hands at Countryside High School. And as you see these indicators right here, if you just go down to the bottom, they need certain GPAs and certain test scores. And actually, if you're a senior listening to this, if you're a junior listening to this, you actually only need a 2.0 GPA. So if you're a junior and you want to take SLS, you just need an unweighted GPA of a 2.0. If you are going to be a junior next year or going to be a sophomore next year, that's when you need that 2.5 GPA. Once again, SLS, college experience. If you will be a senior next year, all you need is a 2.0 GPA unweighted. If you're going to be a sophomore or a junior next year, that is when you need that 2.5 unweighted GPA. Science classes, various advanced placement classes. We actually started AP Physics this year, and it's been a huge success. So we offer AP Physics 1 and E&M and Mechanics as well. And then various other science courses as you can see. For math, once again, offer various advanced placement courses, and then these are the other math courses that we offer. Once again, students, make sure you meet with your teachers over the course of the next week, and your teacher will help advise you with their professional opinion of what math sequence would be the most appropriate for you. Same thing with science and your other classes. Failing in consumer science, we offer various fun classes down in J-Wing. We offer child development. So if you're interested in learning parenting and learn the whole birthing process, that's what that class is for. We offer a preschool program here through our early childhood program. Fabric instruction is a class that we've had a few years ago. We're adding that back next year with Ms. DeRosa. She actually has a nice advertisement outside of the administration office that talks about what fabric instruction is. And then nutrition wellness, principle of food prep. You have to take this class before you take this one. And these are fun classes that students enjoy taking through Ms. Steers. Once you take nutrition wellness followed by principles of food prep, that's when this class, nutrition and food sciences, opens up. This is a year-long class, and you actually earn an industry certification through ServSoft. So if you're working at a restaurant, you'll likely be more hireable or maybe even make more money if you have this industry certification as a credential. PE health classes, basketball, we offer volleyball and weight training. Hopefully we'll be back to regular schooling next year where we can actually offer them. I know this school year they've been modified due to COVID. Driver's ed, once again, this HOPE is the in-person HOPE without the computers being utilized. And this HOPE is, once again, it's still in person, it's still at Countryside High School, but this actually will give you the online graduation requirement, and it's definitely heavily computer focused. So you can take HOPE either way. Both classes meet the HOPE online graduation requirement. I'm sorry, the HOPE graduation requirement. This class here will give you the online graduation requirement component. So it just kind of depends on how you want to take HOPE. Generally speaking, our sophomores take it. So if you're a freshman right now, you definitely want to put this on your schedule somewhere. Once again, this is the non-computer version. This is a computer version. And then we offer various classes for our exceptional students that need those services. And then finally, our ISTEM students, once again, you have to take DIT, Digital Information Technology. Prior to taking any of these courses, you must take at least one ISTEM course, as I mentioned previously. So biotech, cybersecurity, CSIT. engineering, digital design, gaming simulation, and then I'm very excited to say that we are offering a new strand next year. So we are phasing out our web design program, and we will be offering a web application development and programming strand. So iSIM students, all these courses are for you, and you must take at least one iSIM class a year. Yes, you can take both if your schedule allows you to do so. So now I'm going to switch screens to show you a PowerPoint. Basically, now that you have this information, how will you go about registering for your courses? So give me 1 minute while I transition screens here. All right, so here is the instructions to register. In the past, we've actually met with you, and your school counselors have met with you in person. This year, we're going to transition to doing it online, which a lot of other schools do in the county. All of this information will be posted on our school website, so that first, the course registration worksheets are currently on our school webpage already, and these instructions how to register for your courses for next school year will be posted by the time you view this video on our school website. So you can always refer back to that if you need to. We also have on our school website our curriculum guide, which deals with a lot of our different courses, a lot of the information I've already touched on as well as some other information. So definitely check out our curriculum guide that is posted on our school website as well. So to register for your classes for next school year, you'll have a week time frame to do so. And the first step you want to do is simply just log into Focus. Log into your Focus account. On the top right-hand side of the screen, it says the school year. So you want to change that school year to 2021-2022 in the drop-down menu. And then simply click on Class Request. That will take you to the screen where you input your request. This is what the page will look like once you're able to click on Request. Do not use this area down here. There is a way to use this area down here, but for our purposes, we will not be using this area. So do not use this area. You'll be entering your course request up here. So once again, you're not going to use that bottom area. You're just going to enter your course request right here where the item is circled. You're not going to worry about any of these other fields that are listed here. All you have to do is simply just enter your course request where it says course in this column right here. So when you click on the course title, it's going to give you all of our courses that are offered here at Countryside High School. There'll be a lot of them. So I would not recommend scrolling through all of our courses. I would recommend actually typing the information in there. So for example, if you want to take that SLS class, you want to type in SLS, actually type that in, and that will pop up. If you want to take English 2 Honors, type in English 2 Honors, and that will pop up. So it's much easier just to type in the information that you want and then select a course from the drop-down menu. Be careful when you're selecting your courses. We have many different codings that we use excuse me, at this school, and that's usually the last number or the last letter. So be very careful of what you're selecting. And so this next page will show you what you need to avoid selecting. So do not select any courses that end in I or J or OJC. Courses that end in OC are generally APEX courses. So APEX courses are used if a student fails a course or if they get a D in a course, then you can replace that grade through APEX. So like I said, they're generally, any course that ends in OC is generally speaking an APEX course. If it's economics or US government, so let's just say you're a freshman right now and you failed US government last semester and you want to take APEX next year for US government. Then you want to find the US government course that ends in OA. OA for economics and US government courses are our APEX courses. Not OC, they're OA. The reason why OC for US government, HOPE, and economics means that that class meets the online graduation requirement. So once again, APEX courses are generally ending in OC, except for economics and US government, they end in OA. U.S. Government, Hope, and Economics that end in OC meet the online graduation requirement. English 2 Honors, we do have a pre-AP version for the course, as I mentioned before, that ends in P. So if you want to make sure that you select that course, don't select English 2 Honors that ends with an O. Make sure you select the English 2 Honors pre-AP course that ends with the P. ISTEM courses all end in S. And then if you want to take yearbook or newspaper, they end in Y or N. So if you just type in journalism, you'll have a couple of different options that pop up. If you're interested in taking yearbook, that ends in Y. If you're interested in taking newspaper, that ends in the letter N. And then for chorus students, you know what this means. If the course ends in a T, that's for treble students. And if the course ends in B, that is for bass students. So this is all just to make sure that students select the course the right way. If you don't select it in focus, that's fine. Your school counselor will still review all of your courses that you select. Just make sure that you indicate on your course registration form which classes you want to take. So when you type your course in, you're typing in, for example, economics, you have to actually hit enter twice, and then it will actually go down to the bottom of your screen. So if you hit enter once, that'll just going to kind of fill in some of these fields up here, like your course number, but make sure you hit enter twice. Once you hit it twice, then that course will end up on the bottom of the screen. You want to make sure that you do this to reach 7 credits worth of classes. So most classes are worth 1 credit each. Economics and some of our PE classes are only a half a credit. So for example, if you're having your courses and your 7th course that you're adding is economics, that's technically going to give you 6.5 courses. So make sure you add, as I mentioned before, that college experience class to your schedule. That would actually give you 7 credits worth of courses. Bottom line, students, just make sure that you put it on your course registration form, and then your school counselor will make sure that it's entered properly in focus. If it's missing something, your school counselor will handle it. For some reason, if you add a course by accident, there is a way to delete it using these steps here. So lastly, students, as I mentioned, you will have about a week to enter your course request in focus. So from March 2nd through March 7th, you'll be able to actually enter your course request in focus. I purposely left it over the weekend. That way you can discuss with your parents and you can enter your course request with your parents if need be. On March 8th, the system will not allow you to enter your course request. So you have from starting March 2nd through March 7th to enter your own course request in focus. Any unentered course requests will be completed by your school counselor. And then students, once you've completed your course registration in focus, please turn in your course registration forms to your first period teacher. If for some reason you don't have a first period class, then you can just turn it into the guidance office. Instead of having 1,700 students go to the guidance office to turn in your completed course registration form, simply just hand it back to your first period teacher, and your first period teacher will get it to the guidance office. Students, I would also recommend taking a picture of your course request screen in focus, as some of your teachers will be offering extra credit or maybe even assigning a grade to this task. So once you complete your course registration in focus, take a picture of it, and then some of your teachers, like I said, may be offering this as a grade or maybe offering this task as extra credit. And as I said before, your school counselor will ensure that what you have on your course registration form matches what's listed in focus. I know I talked about a lot of different course codings and stuff like that. We'll make sure that what's listed in focus and on your course registration sheet both match. And then lastly, students, your school counselor may change your course request to make sure that you are in the most appropriate course for yourself, given your abilities, and obviously with the goal of graduation in mind. As I mentioned, students, it is an expectation here at Countryside High School that you will leave with either college credit or an industry certification. So just know that what you put on your course request screen, what's listed on your paper, it may not be 100% finalized. It just kind of depends on what you need to take to graduate and to make sure that you're earning college credit or an industry certification as you leave Countryside High School. That is all I have. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to myself, Mr. Bernstein, or your school counselors will be able to help you as well. Thank you for your time, and like I said, I will put all this information on our school website for you to reference. Thank you and have a great day.